All higher by Shemishaya. All praises to the Most High in the name of His Son. Uh,
Shalom, shalom, shalom.
I'm
What's
Ban Shemayim. This 123J. If you don't know,
Yeah, brother. Oof, we living through some difficult times, boy. I tell you.
I know. Tell me about San Francisco. You were just about to, and I want. That's why I was like, let's go live because I wanted to hear about it live. So what's going on in San Francisco, man?
Man, most retailers is moving out of San Francisco, man. Them liberal policies ain't working over there. A lot of people gonna be hurting behind that, for medicine and food and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be a
Yeah.
rough situation for people over there, man. It's these bad policies, man. That's gonna who it hurts is always our people because everybody else could travel to wherever. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So it always hurt our people, man, with these policies, man. So yeah,
That's why I
it's,
said like the inner cities is like a jail for us, man. Like you got people who never even left their city.
yeah, it's bad, dude. It's bad, bro. Um,
So,
you
so
know,
they moving like like prescription or is it the food too, like they
all
were
major
doing in
companies,
Chicago?
yeah, that they did in
Dang,
Chicago. Uh,
dang,
they
all major companies leaving.
a lot of major. Bro, the Hilton left like $1 billion worth of property over there, bro. Just abandoned
Dang, hey, people
it.
be better be careful because you know the ABC crowd probably about to move too. That's
well,
like the
I
biggest
mean,
area for them, I think, in the country.
they left here. A lot of ABC, the Alphabet Gang left here. Florida, the policies that we passed. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's just an ugly sight, bro, all the way around, man. The dollar, come January, man, 50% of the people that was using the SWIFT banking system, bro, is no longer using American dollars, man. There's a total collapse going on that people don't
yeah,
even know about, bro. Like it's crazy to me, man. Food
yeah.
supply is real scarce. You know what I
Man,
mean?
the food prices is outrageous,
Off the
bro.
chain, man. Like it's crazy, man. The rich
Outrageous,
and
man. Like, yo, I went to go. I had my mom go get some meat, bro, to make some burgers. I don't eat meat that often, so this is one of my meat days, and I'm like, she like, yeah, it's $15 for 3 pounds. I was like, no, we don't need no meat. We got
yeah,
she got it anyway, but I was like, man, we don't need no meat. We good on that.
yeah, they
three
steep, man. It's
dollars.
crazy
I
right
mean
now.
$15. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy right now, bro. Bro, there's so much going on, man. The mass pew pew, that just
Oh yeah,
happened.
there was another one at a high school graduation, right?
Yeah, it was one of the high school graduation. There was one, that just happened. Chicago pew pew, like 40 people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dang.
bro, we living through some.
I
We
heard they about
really
to pass the 28th Amendment, which is gonna circumvent the second.
they could try it. That ain't gonna happen. That's why. Wait till they're trying to get the straps off of people, bro. It's about to be all chaos, bro. You seen the military vehicles moving around in the major cities, man, with the planes and all that stuff?
Oh yeah. Well, I think what's happening. Me and my cousin was talking about this. I think like the world is okay. Everybody is starting to recognize a little piece of truth. It might not be the whole truth. It might not be as much as the next man, but you get what I'm saying. But everybody is starting to realize, like, okay, this country been lying to us forever, and they starting to figure
Yeah,
out
they just
pieces
figured it
and
out.
pieces. Yeah, they just figuring it out, and then some of it is leading them astray. Some people just off the rocker because to them, once you open Pandora's box, it's
It's a wrap. They kicking the can, brother. I don't think the can gonna last long enough to make it. You know what I'm saying? They kicking the can though, but I don't think the can gonna go no further.
You remember that show I did with the alien? With the aliens?
Yeah.
You did you hear about that family missing?
Yeah, they missing.
Yeah, man, like they came out with like a social media video saying how they did videotape it in case people wanted to know. They said police came a second time and confiscated a lot of that stuff, and then the news said the police said that they never sent police officers out a second time, and now these people just
disappeared
Gone.
off the face of the earth, bro.
Crazy. Crazy, right?
Hey, man, some things you just gotta be like, man, I ain't saying nothing about. You know what I mean? That's just the times that we reaching. You don't even have freedom no more, bro. People think you got freedoms here, but you don't.
Well, see, I imagine, like, think about it. They seem so genuine. So I imagine, like, the police was talking to them and being friendly. The news was contacting them. They were supposed to meet some type of reporters, and just their whole family disappeared. So I can imagine, like, they probably thought they was comfortable. They probably thought, like, yeah, people want to hear our story. Social media, they blow it,
Yeah,
and
I ain't
then,
telling nothing.
bruh, like I would have probably ran away.
I ain't telling them
Then and
nothing.
prayed a little bit. I definitely
I
wouldn't
just,
have called the authorities.
yeah, I mean, we're reaching a time, man. I hope people, stacking up food and water and stuff like that, because we're reaching a rough time in life. It really is, man. It's bad, bro. It's so bad
Yeah, it's getting
that people don't
yeah.
even know it. I mean, you could
That's
go,
the sad thing.
yeah, but people don't even know it.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro. I mean, they put all that shenanigans in your face with the stuff that's going on, bro, to block you off from what's really going on, bro. It's a bad, bad, bad time, man. It's just so ugly for people. And bro, I was looking today, bro. I was looking on low boards and all that stuff, dog. And customers want a discount on price because the prices is going down. I'm like, yo, you could just get somebody else to haul your stuff, bro. Nah, I'm not running it for no lower than this. Either you can have somebody else run your stuff. It don't make me no difference either which way you go about it. So I don't care, bro, because we own everything, so it don't matter. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm like,
They
nah, I can't
trying to
go down on
lowball
prices.
you,
Yeah, they try to lowball me and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, it's a federal holiday. You trying to lowball me on money on a federal holiday? I said, you can't wait till tomorrow at least put a little Vaseline on it or something. You know what I mean?
huh?
So man, these people off the chain, man. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I was talking to my brother. I was like, yo, dog, bro. He like, yeah, man. He like, bro, you already know Plan B. I was like, I already know. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't having it. But it's like, bro, we're reaching a time where it's so crazy, bro. Like, you got like a lot of people don't understand, bro. Martial law coming. I already see that with the way that equipment was moving, because you don't ride around with tanks and stuff like that in city limits.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they
Well,
testing the
I
waters.
think yeah, they know it's coming because, bro, in this last 2 years, I believe it was 2 years, our country done spent $6 trillion, and
Plus
then
the
we
four
just
trillion that they
passed a
just
law
for,
that we
plus
like uncapped. We don't even have a spending limit. We don't have a budget. We can literally spend whatever we want to the end of 2024.
yeah,
I
four
think they
trillion. That,
know at the end of that, it's gonna be some consequences. Like we might not even be able to pay the um the interest on our debt.
well, you gotta look at it like this, right? Um, I'm 100% in debt. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? So when a lot of people be like, bro, how you in debt? Well, it's because of tax purposes and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Why are you so much in debt? Because all my debt is business debt. It's not. It makes me money. It ain't no debt of cars. It ain't bad debt. It's all good debt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when people ask me like, "Yo, why why you do it like this? Why you do it like that, bro? Why am I gonna use my money for?
Right.
Once you give up your money, bro, it's a rat. You know what I'm saying? Once you give up your money,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So you use other people's money to get money. You know what I'm saying? You keep yours to
Yeah,
the
that
side.
makes sense.
You know what I mean? So when people be about, bro, but yeah, I own the equipment as in I could just straight outright pay the stuff off. You know what I mean? If I wanted to. Do I want
Right.
to do that? No. You know what I mean? Why? What for? You know what I'm saying? So as long as I make 15 to 20% off my money, I'm alright. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, 20% is hard though. I tell you that the last time. You know what I mean? You do it. Sometimes I do it, I do it in other aspects. I do make 20%, 22%, 23%, and stuff like that. But if you get people that be like, oh yeah, you got to spend, you know, $1 million to make $200,000. Well, that's average. Anybody that tells you anything past that is 9 times out of 10 is if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true.
Right.
Sometimes that's just what it costs to do business. You know what I mean? You don't have to spend big money. They got other business ventures that you can spend less money. You know what I mean? But
Right.
you know, but
But that
nah.
makes sense. I read an article about how people who own like fast food restaurants and things like that tend to pay like $1 million, but they only be making like 150,000 a year after
Yeah,
they finish paying for everybody and keeping the business open, paying for materials, all of that other stuff, paying the McDonald's to keep the McDonald's name, like all of that. They end up only making 150,000, but it's just $1 million initial investment. Everything else is kind of
yeah. That bulk of
profit.
investment is what really gets you, like, really kills you. You know what I'm saying? That one bulk. But you know, I've been home for what 7 weeks now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just chilling. So, uh, so that's the pleasures of working for yourself. Everybody make this entrepreneur thing like it's like all glory and all beautiful and oh you make so much money. Yeah. Until the end of the year when you do your
Your
quarterly every
taxes.
quarter and you do the tax, you be like, damn, bro, I'm in the negative 600,000 something. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? I didn't think I was that much in the negative. You know what I mean? But it's the cost of
That's
doing business, bro.
hey, the
That's
government man. He got to get his money, man.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I write off like a mug, but boy, ooh, 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 boy, they tax me too. You know what I'm saying? I be having a ton of write-offs, but they tax me too. That's the thing, bro. I mean, but I just feel bad because our people, bro. We're oh Lord, that mercy is
Yeah.
ugly, bro. It
And
is
we
ugly.
distracted with foolishness, though, man. During all of this, everything that's going on, man, we constantly distracted with foolishness, man. It's like we stick on the same thing and don't elevate to the next level. Like right now, it's kind of like the storm is it's kind of like when they talking about a storm leaving Africa, since we in Houston, we know about that, right?
Yeah,
Once that storm pass Cuba and get through that and they kind of know where it's coming, it's like a day or two outside the Gulf. Once it get in that Gulf, it could be to us in another day or two. So
once I
once
get in the
once
Gulf,
it
boy, it get worser. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
that's the
and
worst. That's Hurricane Alley.
and then we got to be like, okay, preparation time that it's in the Gulf, but the
Yes.
storm is right next to the Gulf. It's like just past Cuba. I'm talking about the world storm, not like metaphorically. It just
Well,
passed Cuba, and everybody's still like, we got a couple weeks.
well, the problem that's going on here is that not here, but the problem that's going on period. It's not just here, right? So we're looking at just here, right? Because we here. You gotta look at China. You gotta look at everywhere around the world,
Yeah.
and everywhere around the world has collapsed. Europe is already
Oh yeah. Well,
in
that
a
see what it seems like everywhere else in the world is going through it legitly, right? Like they're going through recessions. Everybody's legit in a recession. The world economy is legit in a recession. The only one of the only big countries that's trying to deny they're in the recession
is
is
here.
America. Yeah.
But this ain't a recession, brother. This is depression.
Yeah. Yeah.
This ain't a recession. This is it's getting worse, bro. They're talking about 4% inflation rate, right? 4%. I mean, do the math, bro. I was at 4%, and you paying 50 to 60% more on everything.
Right.
So they could put whatever number they want on there, bro. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with the job report. That's no.
Well,
I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna show
they'll
you something.
yeah.
I'm gonna show you something. Hold on, I'm waiting for it to boot up. I'm gonna show you something because I had to do an update. Let me see what's going on here. I hate these updates because then your internet start acting funny.
Bro,
On
have you
your
noticed that? I feel like the internet just been acting funny just in general. Certain times of night, it's act like it don't want to connect. Every time it seems like we get a storm, the power just seems to just cut off. Like, you know what
bro,
I'm saying?
Target is in the negative. Uh, Hold on, because I want to make sure my information ain't on here.
Wouldn't everybody? I thought like everybody was, but the big seven. I thought the big seven was like carrying the stock market, like all the tech companies, Microsoft, Tesla, Apple, all of those people.
Let me make sure. Hold on. Let me go on contracts because let me go to contracts. Oh, shucks, shucks, shucks. Let me see how I could do this and not show my information. Let me see. Let me see. If I'll just click on that and hold on. I'm trying to do it with my information don't pop up. You know what I
Oh no, I definitely understand. Somebody be trying to get into your account.
mean? Would they? And then these cocksuckers they'll try to sue me for showing their stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Uh, Two tractors, 3 weeks, 39,000. I don't know what the hell's going on. Why is it not letting me click on it? Let me see. All right. Let me see how I could do it where. There we go. Okay, hold on. What the hell's going on with my computer? It's crazy though.
So,
Let me
but
see.
you said I want to go to what you said earlier. You said that they asked you that they needed a discount on your services.
Yeah,
So, do you think that means the company? Because you know the deflation kicks in with companies, not us. When companies start firing people and they get less sales, that's when the deflation kicks in. Like how
yeah.
Revelations was speaking of, such and such for a penny. You get what I'm saying? Like,
If it was just me and you on here, I'll show you, but I can't show everybody. You know what I mean? Hold on.
yeah.
Look at right here. Oh, what the hell? Somebody booked it already? Somebody booked it. Okay, here go another one. See right here? 39,000,
Yeah.
65 for two tractors, right?
Mhm.
For 3 weeks worth of work, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For 3 weeks worth of work. Bro, everybody look at that 39 and be like, oh yeah, that's, you know what I mean? No, that's garbage, bro. 6,500, bro, for two drivers. You know what I'm saying?
So how much would
You talk
that
about four
job? How
drivers.
much of a discount is they asking you to give them with the
I just told you
39?
right there. They usually pays that they usually pays 62,000.
Oh, dang. It's that type of this. So that means like we probably about to by next year sometimes we should be going into the deflation point when things start
This year,
costing cheap but people don't have
September,
no money to buy anything, right? You
September.
think things going to start dropping in price by September?
Yeah,
So you think the stock market is gonna start doing better by September then? Because you know when.
yeah,
Okay, that's good to know.
yeah. It'll collapse, but it'll.
It
I think
start bouncing
crypto,
back.
crypto is the way to go. You know what I mean? To me,
Yeah.
yeah, crypto is the way to go. To me, I'll say, you know what I mean? To me, crypto is the way to go. If you wanna flip your money,
Right.
you know what I mean, a lot quicker. But you talk about the prices that they submitting. I'm like, man, dude, you got your rabbit mind, boy. Crazy as hell, bro. I said, no, they ain't going down. I can't do it for that price. I
Right.
make no sense for me to do it. Two drivers? You know how much I gotta pay two drivers, man? I pay 2 G's a week each. You know what I mean? It's about two drivers and one truck. It's $4,000. You know how much expense
Right.
I'm having diesel? At least $2,200 in diesel. Road tax. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you gotta figure breakdown. If the truck breakdown and all that, bro. No, 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 no. Can't order for that price.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't even have expenses like most people got. Most people got even more expenses than me in trucking. Luckily for me, I'm
So
self-insured.
when okay, so when deflation actually does kick in, when inflation turns around, deflation kicks in, and everything's become cheaper, are you how are you gonna take the lows then?
Uh, it depends what contracts I got. You know what I mean? My contracts,
Yeah.
they usually renew in December. You know what I'm saying? They could
Right.
do an amendment where they amend them. You know what I mean? And ask for a different quote. You know what I mean? But I won't.
Right.
No. If they, to me, is hey man, you could just cancel out the contract. You know what I'm saying? That's on you. But then when you come back, I tax you more. So for me, I'd rather you just cancel out the contract.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just the way I do it. To me, it don't matter. Um, I got other stuff going on anyway. You know what I mean? So I don't just depend on one source of income or nothing like that. So it
Well, I feel
doesn't
like
matter to me.
what you're saying is kind of proof towards my theory. Kind of like what happened in the Great Depression. At a
This is a Great
certain
Depression.
point, inflation stopped going and deflation started, and y'all would be the first to know because y'all trade the good. If they get a cheaper price delivering the goods from y'all, then they start lowering the prices in the store, letting off of people. You get what I'm saying? It
It's already
like
happening.
trickles down from y'all. Y'all
It's already
like the
happening.
head base.
Yeah, it's already happening.
Man,
You know
that
what
was a
I'm saying?
quick turnaround. I feel like 2 months ago they were still trying to raise prices to get workers.
Not no
Man,
more, brother. Not no more. Not no more. It's ugly. Um, I just hope people prepare for the worst and don't worry about the shenanigans that's going on. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Uh, uh, you know, just prepare. I hope people just prepare themselves for what's going on and stuff like that. Now they're talking about, when you sent me the thing with NASA and the internet, man, that's
yeah.
fugazi. We had the internet, dog, when it was down here. That got nothing to do with nothing. They just tell you that they taking an MMP. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're
Oh,
saying that, bro. But the world
EMP.
economy is, yeah, the world
Oh,
economy is done for. Yeah.
you think they think we pushing Russia to the point that they might EMP our ass and we just
Yep.
be
And trying to
blackout?
say, yeah, and trying to say that's the sun and come on, man.
Cause ain't that like that's what I was thinking. Like, so all the time we've been on this planet, right now we about to get a solar flare that's gonna shut everything down. How we
Come
gonna
on,
know
man.
that's true? Are we gonna see the solar flare? Cause we normally don't see them, or is everything just gonna shut? You know?
First of all, solar flare is hypersonic,
Right?
so you won't even feel it.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't even know when. It's just like the Bible. You will not know the day or the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You won't know the day or the time of a solar flare. So let's just be real. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Then somebody got a way to stop it. And stop it. Stop the cat.
Yeah.
Stop the cat, bro. Like these people are crazy, man. Bro,
You
it's like I
reminded
seen
me of Errol Spence when you said that. That's what Errol Spence be saying. Stop the cap.
yeah.
Big fish, man down. It's trap season.
That's where I got it from. That's where I got it from. But
uh,
it's like what you call it? The dude with the balloons and all that been going over and stuff like that. There's just so much going on, bro. But people so worried about uh, what's going on with the shenanigans.
did you hear about that though?
What the
Like those
balloons?
little balloons that seem like nothing could be like one of the biggest weaknesses for our country. It's so expensive for us to try to take them down because we can't just shoot missiles in the air. We literally got to chase them,
Yeah,
try
you
to
gotta
get
chase them.
close enough to them, and then hit them with the missile.
Yeah, they just trying our hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, like I tell people, even if a soda was to hit, man, here, man, uh, get you a radio, man. You can
Hey,
communicate with
hey,
people.
I gotta get me a walkie.
Yeah,
That's a
get you.
two-way radio. You got two-way. I gotta get me a
No,
walkie
those
though.
are walkies.
Oh, that's walkie. Okay, you
Yeah, those
just got
walkies.
them big boy walkie.
Yeah, no,
What
that's
about
that reaches everywhere, bro. You could, I could talk
Yeah.
to you from my truck on that. You know what I mean?
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Yeah, I gotta get me one of them for sure.
yeah, you can reach
Uh,
people everywhere.
dang,
You know, and I tell people all the time, man, you gotta make it do what it do, man. It's sad to say.
dang, that's crazy. What about? Did you hear what Putin was just saying in front of all
About
them
what,
countries
how these
that
dudes just full of
NATO
it.
and the West is done?
Yeah, that
He
they're done
got
for.
his foot on their neck. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I was surprised. I did not expect him to say that, man. I was thinking like you could say,
You see
you
what he said the
know,
other day? See, a
went
lot
to
of people don't get to see
Africa,
the news from outside of here. You see what I'm saying? They stay with the news
right?
here. You know what he said the other day, right?
To the Africans.
Now it's over here.
Oh, oh no, what would he say?
He said, F them F boys. Just like that, bro. In
For
Russian,
real?
bro. Yeah, he said, F them F boys. You know what I'm saying? I said,
Yeah.
this dude must be listening to some drill music in Russia.
Hey,
Talk about F them F boys. You know what I mean?
they got some Russian drill rappers.
Yeah, I said, yeah, that's crazy, dog. F them F boys. I said, yeah, this dude
Oh
crazy, man.
man.
It's bad, dude. It's so bad, bro. It's
They just leave them alone, man. Now they trying to put Trump under the jail. Did you hear that? You had heard of Rachel Maddow?
yes, I
Did you
have.
hear that she said the government might offer Trump a plea bargain if he drops out of the presidential election, where they dismiss the charges?
Yeah, that's illegal though. It's a dude on YouTube that I don't know how I bumped into his video. I guess his name is Whistling Diesel. You know what I mean? He does like
Yeah,
car content and stuff like that. And DA was offering him to drop his charges to push a political agenda on his channel, and he wouldn't do it on a frivolous charge. You know what I mean? With jet skis. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And stuff like that. So these people got an agenda that they're gonna push, and who end up paying for it is us, like always, bro.
You think
Is
Trump
that
would take it?
no?
What if he feels squeezed? What if they like literally about to put him under the jail? What if his lawyer can't
Trump is
get no
arrogant,
wiggle
brother.
room in the case?
Trump is arrogant.
You say Trump just gonna go sit in jail and let the world burn?
Trump ain't having it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna
Because
just be
I'm
honest with
telling
you. He
you
ain't
that
having it.
it's gonna be a lot of people upset if
Bro, you
what
see
they
what a lot
trying
of
to
people are
do
saying?
succeed.
You see what a lot of people be
Which
saying on social media? I
which
seen I seen
side?
I seen a lot of brothers saying free my end Trump.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It seemed like a lot of black people is realizing that dang, when Trump was president, it seemed like it was getting better. Now it's getting worse,
Bro,
and they
like I was
switching
like, bro,
sides.
when I seen that, I was like, yo, that's crazy, bro. Like I ain't Hey man, open your eyes, man. You know what I'm saying? Voting has consequences, brother. That's just the truth. Regardless if people believe in voting or not. You know what I'm saying? But voting has consequences, whether people like to hear it or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you ain't gonna vote your way out of your situation. You might get a
But
little bit more leniency on your situation from voting.
it was
You know
a
what I'm
lot
saying?
of controversy with the last voting situation. The-
See, deadly
Trump
hydrogen.
got like the most votes ever in history, and then Biden got more than him. So, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you got diseases that's coming out of everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like people dying from these diseases, bro, in Peru and Sri Lanka. That it just came up on my phone too right now, just now,
What disease? What's the
from the
disease?
mosquitoes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? Like people need to really not worry about what's going on with love and hip hop and all this crazy stuff.
Oh yeah.
Boozy going to jail and all that, man. He got money. He good. You need to worry about what's going on for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's just crazy, bro.
We have a hard time as a people looking past that type of thing. Like people would be like, first off, it's tight. So it's tight and I'm injured. So of course I'm gonna be cheap, right? But even when it wasn't tight, people would be like, you cheap. You is a cheap dude. Like my you know? So I think though that's the bad that's the worrisome problem with me about our people. They call me cheap, I call it responsible. I'll be
It's
trying to think
responsibility,
ahead
bro.
and plan. Yeah.
So if you look at right, uh, you think I wouldn't want to push a Rolls Royce Cullinan? You know what I mean? You think I
Right.
wouldn't want to have uh, a Lamborghini? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That stuff don't make you no money. You get what I'm saying? It's just
Hmm.
an expense. It doesn't make no money. You think I win? But I drive regular whips. I don't drive nothing extravagant. And I can afford something extravagant. Why don't I drive something extravagant? Because that shit don't make you no money. It's just a waste of money. You know what I mean? It is. You buy name brand, bro. That don't make no money, bro. It's just, it's all fun and games, bro.
Copycat.
Yeah, it's just all fun and
Like
games. Like
Arrow was saying, one of his fans was complaining because he was charging like $30 for a T-shirt or something like that, 30 something dollars. But then, like Arrow said, we get out here and put our lives on the line. Support us. Like you go and support Louis, Fendi, you get one of their T-shirts for 800, $900.
they do, but the difference is between Arrow and Gucci and Fendi and Louis and them is that they have resale value.
Yeah.
So you see, you can look at it as you can look at it in
Well,
clothes, right?
arrows might have resale value. Memorabilia from Hall of Famers or like if he beat Terrence Crawford, he might be the greatest welterweight we had since Sugar Ray and them, right? So
It
even
might
he
have.
might put him above Floyd. Like whoever win this might even get put above Floyd because of the competition. You know the level. Floyd didn't have Pacquiao was supposed to be this fight, but it wasn't. It was way past their prime. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
this
but
is
it can have resale value, brother, but it don't have value. It has to have value and resale value. So when somebody
right,
else buys it, they gotta be willing to pay their price too. You understand what I'm saying?
right.
Louis and them people are well-known name brand, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So you gotta understand that too. A lot of people think because they make something that is worth this much, because well, you pay Gucci and Louis this stuff, yeah, but you gotta understand the name behind it. People are bamboozled by buying by name, not by
Yeah.
quality. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta remember
Yeah,
that
that's
too.
what I think is more the sorcery. Because if you just go based off a name, like Errol Spence could sign a glove and it might be worth 80,000 in 10 years. Like his name should be enough to gain. I mean, $30, $40 for a T-shirt is kind of regular now. Literally, Nike might charge you that much. He was just saying you can go buy
Yeah.
Louis stuff, and You don't want to pay the $35 because you think I'm a brother. I should give it to you for a discount. But like a lot of
No,
people
I
don't
will buy
understand
it.
them boxers don't got no insurance policies through their job. They don't get as much money as people think because taxes, promoter. Once they pay everybody, man, they not. It's not.
But like
You
my
know
sneakers,
how it is dealing with income more than the average people. So average
yeah,
people would look and see the big number, the bottom line, and they don't understand. Well, the government want this amount. These people gonna want this amount. You know what I'm saying?
bro. If I make 100,000, I got to put 40 to the side for the government just in case. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So the whole hundred ain't mine. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
it's just one of those situations. You know what I mean? So I tell people all the time, like me, I buy, from Saya Kicks. I don't buy Nike. I don't buy nobody else's sneakers. I buy from Saya. Why? Because he's a
Right.
brother that makes his own shoes. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, uh, if I'm gonna buy shirts and all that stuff, I'm gonna buy it from our own.
Right.
If you see me with Nike and all that stuff, dog, that stuff is stuff that I got for free. I didn't pay for that stuff. Like I told you before, if you see me with Versace, Gucci, Louis, and all that stuff is free. All that stuff I get for
Right.
free. You know what I mean? Like, I don't pay for that stuff. I wouldn't pay for that stuff. Not that I have something
Right.
against them. I just feel like we need to support our own because ain't nobody supporting us.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? That's the thing. Like, I I gotta go back to boxing with this again, supporting our own, right? American fighters, like America, especially Black American fighters. But you see, even some of the Latino American fighters that are more American than Latino, right? We don't get the support. They don't get the support like if you was from England or France or even uh, Pakistan, pretty much any other country, you gonna have like majority of your country is about to
Yeah,
support you.
yeah,
Kind of
you
like Joe
do.
Lewis was for America back in the day.
Well, most, even when it comes, you can even bring it to hip hop, right? So
Hmm.
most black artists are going to be supported by other nationalities than their own
Right,
nationality.
right.
Like, I don't care who you bring from hip hop down to Houston, from wall to wall, there's going to be Mexicans up in there.
Yeah,
It was a concert, you know what I'm saying? From wall to wall. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's the same thing with Latinos here, bro. Like I mean, they support. Don't get me wrong. Like we just bamboozled with the divide too. You know what I mean? It
with
ain't
the
just black
divide.
people were just being divided. Latinos are divided too. You know what I'm saying? So you get like the one brother. He said, well, Puerto Ricans, yeah, you act black. I said, brother, I don't act black. You know what I mean? I am black, so I don't know where you get that I act black from. You know what I mean?
Right,
And he's like, oh, my bad, blah, blah. I'm like, nah, dog, I'm just letting you know that we don't act black. We are black, bro. We just speak Spanish and we swim.
right.
So that's the only difference, brother. Like, we don't, we,
Hold
we,
on,
we, we,
I used to could swim. I could still swim just with my back. I don't know,
I know it's a
but I
joke from
used to
Paul
swim
Mooney,
like a
though.
fish.
No, it's a joke from Paul Mooney. You never seen that Paul Mooney skit?
No, no, I did. I always like no, man. I done had a couple
Where he'd be
white
like, yeah,
people
some and
watch
two.
black
He
white
said the only
people.
difference between y'all and us is that y'all can speak Spanish and swim.
Right,
You know
because
what I mean?
what happens is I done heard a couple other nationalities trying to point stuff out like that didn't suit to me. Like, bro, you cannot put a whole race under that. I can swim. I don't even drink pop, let alone
Yeah.
grape pop. I don't drink pop at all. So you
I ain't
can't
gonna lie, I
put
like
me
grape
under these
soda.
classifications. I mean, when I was younger, kids, you like anything sweet, grape, orange,
Yeah.
any of the new flavors that came out. Peach, remember when peach dropped in the Fago? Like, bruh.
Yeah. I like I'm well, my family from the Caribbean, so I'm gonna love watermelon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah, I love watermelon. I think
yeah, I love
everybody
watermelon.
else. That's universal.
Yeah, yeah, I love watermelon. I love You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that I love that people. But like I said, I try to stay away from the meat consumption. You know what I mean?
Right.
I ate some chicken the other day, bro, and it has such a weird, awkward taste that went in my
Uh,
mouth, dog. That I was like, nah, fam. It
yeah.
just wasn't right. Something about it. You know what I mean? It just wasn't right. But when I do eat like chicken and stuff like that, they got it from the store though. You know what I mean? That's why I told you I gotta
Yeah.
go in my backyard. You know what I mean, and get it. But when I
Right.
do get chicken from the store, bro, it got like a. But usually when I eat like meat, I'm gonna have like cucumbers, tomatoes, olives. I'm not gonna eat
Right.
like rice, macaroni and cheese. I'm gonna have vegetables that people don't usually eat. You know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna eat it with.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna eat it with rice or anything like that. Now, if food dries up, yeah, I ain't gonna have no choice. I'm gonna have to eat it with rice and beans and
Oh
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying and stuff like that. But as long as I can eat it with tomatoes, cucumbers, olives, but I fill myself up with that more than I do with the meat, if it makes sense.
No, I
Even
get
when I get it
you.
from the backyard, you know what I mean? It's probably like a hand size of, you know what I mean, like that much meat, but it probably be like two hands of, you know, uh, green peppers and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I try
See,
not to
I'll put
consume.
that in my salads, like peppers, tomatoes, all the works in my salads. I'll put it sometimes I'll just eat it on the side or make it into a smoothie or a drink type of thing. Not a smoothie, but an ice drink. You throw ice in and you freeze it and throw it in the ice in the blender. Uh
Yeah,
but for the most part, I think most of my protein probably comes from, like I say, peanut butter. I eat a lot of peanut butter to get my protein. I
yeah,
feel
people.
you on that chicken thing, man, because like, bro,
Mm.
people be mad because I was like, I used to eat just tear stuff up, but I'll eat some chicken and then I'll, won't no more of it, won't eat no more, to be honest. And people can't, I don't be wanting to offend people, but God has always kind of let me know whether something is good or not on my intake. Like people be like they got an iron belly. That's never been my case. Like I always been able to put it in my mouth and be like, nope, 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 nope.
I go through the same thing. Like even to go in the back and slaughter a cow, bro. If I'm not distributing the meat to a lot of people, I don't even bother with it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
um, if I'm not distributing it because I'm not gonna, that's too much meat for me to have. I don't like to have so much meat. And the way things is going, dog, who knows where we'll be at in a couple months? You know what I mean? Who knows?
yeah. Months
Who
to
knows where we're
year.
gonna
I
be
mean,
at?
2024 is gonna be a crazy year. I know that. Even our government came out and warned us, saying what they say. Mass protests over the election, uh, mass or more minorities being targeted in violent attacks.
That's a lie. That's that's fear mongering. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but they might send their agents out to be like, bloop, bloop.
Yeah, they'll send their people out to do something. You know what I'm saying? But that's nah. As in like they try to make it seem like white people are trying to. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
that's the
Mm,
agenda they were pushing with that.
no. Are they
Yeah,
gonna
for
be
sure.
some white people that's gonna be doing some ignorant stuff? Yes. Then you're gonna have our people doing some ignorant stuff too.
Oh
You know what
yeah,
I mean? So no. You're gonna have ignorance in all nationalities, you know what I mean? So yeah, no. They're just pushing that they're just pushing that agenda, bro. That's what they do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like uh what's America's biggest thing? United we stand,
war.
divided we fall.
Oh, okay, okay.
As long
I
as you
thought
got
you
people
were
divided, guess
right.
what? They will always have control over you. All right?
Well, see,
They
I think the biggest issue with this new people in power versus the old people in power. The new people in power no longer know how to convince the people it was best for them to come together for the sake of the country, right? Like they don't know how to
Yeah,
they literally because they're not even on that agenda, to be honest. Like
they call
they
separation.
literally on like, I want y'all to be separate because y'all starting to figure out what we doing and we don't want y'all in our business. You hear what happened in Congress, in the Senate?
Now what happened? A lot of things happen. So what happened?
uh, the Congress and the Senate is getting was getting busted down to them from another politician about how there is a whole elite service that nobody even knows about, not even the president, not none of the senators, not none of the people in Congress, like the man in black for aliens and UFOs and all of that stuff that nobody has oversight over. So now Congress and Senate is trying to figure out, how did this get created? Who knows about this? Who is in control about this? We don't know. If the president don't know,
But it does
how is
nothing,
this
right?
even possible? Huh?
But it does nothing though, right? So
What, the
here's a
Senate
perfect
looking
example.
into it?
It does nothing. The Senate
Yeah,
looking into the president, right?
yeah,
They got proof supposedly that he did all this stuff when he was vice president, right?
right.
Where's the impeachment at?
Oh yeah. No, they
You see
couldn't
what I'm
get the
saying?
votes to impeach him. That's the
That's
truth.
what I'm
He
saying.
got
These people
enough
have no
Democrats
tendency.
in.
These people don't care. Once they get in there, they don't care about you. You,
Yeah.
you feel me? Like they don't. They don't care.
But I think this is more about themselves.
Yeah, themselves.
Like I think
Right.
the Senate is more upset and the Congress is more upset that they were hid this info. They like to think of themselves as the most powerful people in the country.
No, they're not. They're not mad that they was hitting the information. They was mad that they didn't line their pockets with the information. Let's just be real. It is what it is. They mad because they ain't getting no money out that ordeal. That's all that is. That's all that is. You know what I mean? Like these people, bro. I'm not about to be lying no more. I'm not about to be holding my tongue no more. I'm tired of
Well,
my
I mean,
people
I think
suffering,
that's actually a threat though too, as well though. You get what I'm saying? Like
bro. Who
if another agency that's separate from the American government is been capturing UFOs and building spaceships and have technology and no oversight by the American government, that's a threat to you. That's a threat to, if you're in power of your house and another person, that's a threat to your house.
Yeah, they
It's
want
a
to figure out how to
danger to you.
capitalize. That's all they want
Yeah.
to do. They want to figure out how to
And
capitalize
control
off
it.
of it.
And control. It's
Yeah,
all
and
about
control it.
control. They
It's all about
literally
control,
were
right?
told that this is the
So
most powerful stuff, and it's beyond our imagination, and they have no control, no here say so of it. Yeah, they
what is
want
it?
control.
July 14th, I think it is,
Uh
where they're gonna try to bring out the digital currency. All right.
oh
Now you're gonna have an
yeah,
ESG score. So whatever you say on social media or anything else, bro, they're gonna know who you are, and you see what I'm saying? They're gonna control everything you're
yeah.
doing and how you move and everything. You know what I mean? Like
Uh-huh. It's all about
that's
that control.
yeah. Why do you think they're trying to take them burners away from people? You see what I'm
They've been
saying?
taking it away from us. They've been
Well,
taking it away from us. We should
if you
know that
live,
what they doing now is
well,
going
no, if you live in
beyond
a
just
liberal
our
city,
people.
yes. You don't live in a liberal. You don't live in a liberal state, so you good.
Well, I mean, in the urban neighborhood, you're more likely to get a felony just because you're poor and you
Of
grow
course,
up
but
in
that's in
when
liberal.
you
That's
get a
in liberal
felony.
states.
Well, even in Texas, you lose your ability to carry
You
a
get it
gun
back though.
after. Yeah, you get it back for sure.
That's the difference, brother.
Yeah,
You see, unlike Boosie right now, who's been out of jail for so long, but yet he's still a felon and got locked up by the feds. Why? Because in the state
right.
of Georgia, you can't get your gun rights back.
Right. Like Detroit, like Michigan, you done once
Yeah,
you get a felony. It's the wrap.
you used to be able to get your gun rights back, but not no more.
I
So
think all
now,
that's whack.
all you could get is your voting rights back. You see what I'm saying? Here,
Yeah.
at least here, Louisiana, Arizona, Missouri, there's only a handful of states where you could get your rights back.
Right.
And guess who they ran by?
Republican.
Republicans. See what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it just people got to open their eyes, brother, and it is what it is. You see, I think that they don't want to impeach old boy because then they got to deal with Kamala. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, you talking about Biden?
Yeah.
I
Because
think
they
he's
don't
just
want.
the perfect puppet. I think like Biden has shown he's so incoherent on many occasions that I think he's the perfect puppet. They get him out there, they put him on some pills or whatever he on to get his energy up. He go out there, say what they want him to say, get
You
off
see, to
stage.
me, the left and the right, it doesn't matter because they both belong
Hmm.
to one head.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? It's the
that's
people
why
that
they
go
going
against them.
against Trump. Yeah, like Paul
It's the people that go
Ryan
against
and
them. Yeah,
yeah,
those the ones that you need to get in there. You know what I'm
that's why.
saying?
Yeah.
What is it? The
Cause I done seen Republicans and Democrats over this thing saying talking about Trump and saying how
yeah,
he
like you got
might
like
go to
Bobert.
jail. He should have just gave them back the records. But why would you say that if he was supposed to be in negotiations with them about giving them back the records? It seemed like he was complying. And then out of nowhere, it's like, nope, nope, you're not complying. We're raiding you.
Yeah, it's kind of weird the way. But what they showing is that they show that if they could do him dirty, who are you?
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we already knew they could do us dirty. They pretty much
Yeah.
showing like
No, no,
what
no.
we
But some
do
of
in
us,
every other country, we would do here in our own country
yeah, but some
if
of us
we
think that
got to.
we exempt because we represent one party. You see what I'm saying? Nah, dog. At the end of the day,
I
bro, these
don't get
people,
how that like you could say we exempt and then you be out in the street screaming mercy for George Floyd. Like we not exempt from nothing.
nothing,
You know what I'm saying?
nothing at
To
all.
be honest,
Mm.
that should make us against anybody else that's unlawfully treated wrong because I've always disliked I always said I would never wish for my worst enemy to go to jail unless like did something very major because it's a horrible place and you know what I'm saying, so we should be
Yeah.
trying to like defend people from not having experienced what we went through instead of parading that a person might have to go through what we went through, rather they were guilty or not guilty. You get what I'm
Let me
saying?
let, let me ask you this, right?
Yeah,
It's been like a year now since the Senate and the House vote when they voted them in, right? Why when them people was in there, right, and they had control,
yeah.
why they didn't vote for reparations? Why they didn't vote for the George Floyd Act? And they could have passed it with no problem.
You talking about the Democrats?
Yeah,
Hey, they could have just passed reparations,
they could
but
have
they
passed everything
denied
they
it.
wanted to.
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
they ain't do it though?
yeah. Because that was never their thing. It's a
Right?
corporation thing.
It
Yeah,
just
it's not
talk.
about the people. Yeah,
It just
it's not
talk.
about yeah. To be
It has
honest,
nothing.
like
It's just to get them in
it,
there and just talk.
you can't say that you helping people by raising taxes. If
No.
people really comprehend how the system going, that don't even make sense. You don't help people by raising taxes. What you do is you lower taxes, which makes businesses more competitive, and
More
then they can
thriving, yeah.
hire better people, and then
And pay more.
you and pay more. That's
Yeah.
that's what happens. You can't just raise when you raise taxes, people lose their jobs.
But hold on
That's
though.
kind of how
He
it
wasn't
happens.
he wasn't raising taxes on anybody that makes less than 400%. But go look at your W-2s. You're paying 6% more this year in taxes, and then you're paying another 17% more because of inflation.
Hmm.
So he just bamboozled you for 23% more you pay in taxes because you make under $400,000 a year. And nobody says nothing. Everybody's quiet. Everybody's cool. Nobody says nothing. So I
Oh
just be like,
no.
hey man, you like it, I love it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you like it, I love it.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. You know what I mean? I ain't about to argue about it. And I be like, oh, bro, but you, somebody else I was talking to, oh, bro, you support Trump. No, I support his policies. You know what I'm saying? As
Yeah.
an individual, I don't think I like him too much. You know what I mean? I don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't agree with everything he says, but when I see my people prospering and I see like the so-called black and Hispanic communities, which people call the ghetto and the hood, when I see them thriving, you think I'm not going to support somebody like that?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I might even get along with him if I met him. I don't know. I had to meet him and get to know him. Like he might
Nah,
be
he from New
cool.
York, so me and him don't. You know what I mean? The way he talk, I'm used to it. You know what I'm saying? But he from New York
right.
too, so nah. You know what I mean? Like, nah.
Because I saw a dude walk up to him at a UFC fight and was like, "Hey Trump, can I borrow $1 million?" And Trump seemed cool about it, like like not that he was gonna give him 1 million, but he handled it cool. He was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know,
I mean, there's nothing,
he
nothing.
might be all right. I mean, I wouldn't be best friends with him. I wouldn't put all no like all my trust in him or nothing like where I would let him. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I just want my
but
people to prosper. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
I feel like
I just want my
I
people to prosper.
definitely do, but I feel like it's kind of. I mean, this is just a feeling. I just feel like it's kind of late. For like Donald Trump, no matter what happened, they'll probably just take him out or something. Like they just not gonna let him become president. I think that was clear in
Well,
2016. They're not gonna let that man become president
let's say
again.
let's say he does go into office,
Yeah,
bro. Let's say we build infrastructure where we build this stuff here now and stuff like that. Though you're talking about 20 years from now.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So him coming into office, it might help a little bit, but it's not gonna go like people think it is. Like it's gonna the
No,
can be kicked down
to
the
be
road.
honest, I don't think he even. I think either uh I think they're not gonna let him in office. Trump
I don't think
last
they is
time he
either.
went in office, he was about to clean house. The
But
ones who
but
didn't want to get cleaned off the house, they act like they was on Trump's side, Republicans and stuff. And then they showed their true colors once. You know how it is.
but he
So
got an approval rate of 67% though, and
yeah,
that's with blacks, Latinos. You know what I'm saying? And white people, bro, and Asians, and in every
but
category, he got a 67% rating.
remember how it was in 2016, bro. Like literally, I was watching on dang CNN or MSNBC, one of them channels, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm watching the election results. Like they literally said Trump won. I turned the TV off. I turned it back on in the morning. It was like, no, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. At the end of the week, Biden was the president. So I mean, I wouldn't put nothing past. I don't
Yeah, I
know
would have
how
passed past him.
anything works no more.
Uh,
I don't know how anything works no more. Like I'm confused about the whole thing. We had 4 years to turn voting into a digital system where we didn't have to wait for late mail-ins or like like Russia in the middle of a war was able to vote on that side of Ukraine becoming part of Russia in like 2 days. How does it take us so long? In the middle of a war, getting bombs dropped on them right across the street. They still got the vote done. Like it don't make no sense, bro. So that's
That's
why I say
crazy, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know how they gonna do it or what's gonna happen, but I just feel like they kind of showing their colors. Like we just not gonna let this happen. Period.
Yeah, they not. They not. It is what it is. They not.
Yeah. Now
Well,
what
yeah.
about somebody was talking about Kennedy? Ain't somebody running named Kennedy? Ain't he running as a Democrat? You think they gonna give him the nod or keep the Biden because he more
Nah,
Republican?
he's too much like he's like a Democrat like Trump. You know what I mean? So nah, he's too much like his
No,
dad. So nah, that ain't
no
happening.
more of these guys.
Nah, that ain't happening. I feel bad for our people though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Well,
cause
I
they
feel
don't.
like
Hmm.
our people should be paying attention to the important things, and that also includes like what's going on, so they can store up, stock up. I mean, a little
They
bit,
don't
like
do it
a
though.
bag of rice a month of with a bag of beans, a 40 pound, but one 40 pound bag per month.
But
Get
they
them
don't do it though.
separated and
They don't care about stuff like this. Stuff like this is not entertaining to them. It doesn't register in their mind. You understand what I'm saying? This ain't
yeah.
entertaining. Telling the truth nowadays is not. It's not. You can take it
No,
for face value.
you gotta have some drama.
Yeah, you gotta have
You
some
gotta be
drama.
able
I gotta
to,
say f this person, f that person,
yeah,
and all that. You know what I mean? Like you
yeah.
gotta have some. You gotta pull like a Charleston White type situation with it. You know what I'm saying? Like so. I'm not about to do that. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean? So people take with the information what they can. Um, all I can do is help the people that I can help, and that's it. You know what I mean? That's how I
Well,
gotta look at it.
I don't know Charleston. I don't know none of them famous people like that. But I literally in the heart of my hearts be thinking some of them guys is like federal agents.
They
They're
are
only there to cause more
divide, divide and
divide.
conquer.
Hmm.
Listen, people ain't gonna like what I'm gonna say. I don't give a rat's. You know what? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Black people cannot do it without Latinos, and Latinos cannot do it without black people because you're the minority in this country. And until y'all open your eyes and stop that divide between each other, it ain't gonna happen.
right.
It ain't gonna happen. So whoever feels some type of way for me saying that, I don't care. All right. As you can see, my house is Ephraim and Judites. Okay. My
Right.
grandkids are Ephraim and Judite. Well, they're really Judites because their dad is a Judite, but you know what I mean? Like, no. All
Right.
right. So, my mom, you know what I mean? She's Jamaican.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like, no. Like, nah, bro. Like, people gotta, uh, I don't care. I care and it hurts me and it bothers me, but I know our people.
Right.
They don't listen. They hard headed. They're gonna do things the way they want to do things. They worry about bull crap. They don't want to do nothing about the situation. They want to talk about stuff that doesn't matter. The stuff that people are talking about does not matter about what you're really about to go through.
Yeah.
It doesn't help you in no
True.
way. You know, there's one brother he reached out to me and he was like, "Yo, if you got time, man, you could show me how to do this type of business." And it so happened it was a business that I was into. So I'm like, "Yeah, brother, you know what I mean? Just hit me up whenever." 10 days later, you see what I'm saying? We don't
Yeah.
we don't stick to what we need to stick to. We don't.
Right. No, I
Whatever. Some
definitely.
people,
Yeah.
yeah, some people gonna feel some type of way because the way I'm saying it, I don't care.
No,
We don't
no,
stick to
that's
what we're gonna
true.
stick to.
That's true. You gotta have like you gotta have a focus and a goal, and you can't let that go. I was just talking to somebody about that. Like it's all right to throw things on the side in and do as much as you can do, but you gotta have some type of goal or focus, and
You
you
gotta have
gotta
something.
hold on to
You
that.
gotta have
Yeah.
something. And these Edomites that you see, how many videos have I sent you with Edomites talking about stuff that we don't talk about?
Right.
But these people are 10 steps ahead of us.
Mhm. No,
Half the
you.
people that watch this video don't won't even watch and don't understand what it means that on July 1st, that half of these countries will no longer use the currency. And
Yeah.
these people won't even ask you, well, what does that mean for me?
Right.
Well, how does that affect me? They don't even ask that.
Because they don't think it does.
Oh, it
Like the
does.
Bible says, they would be drinking from the cup of her adultery. It's like they caught up in the juice. They under
Yeah,
the spell. They under the juice. Like what
it
did it
does.
say? That I will never fall. I will never be a widow. I will never know the loss of any of my children. Like that's what she was saying. Like that spell she was casting on them, and that's kind of how people think. Like even with what's been going on, we constantly upgrading better weapons, sending them to Ukraine. Russia's still winning, right?
But we
Even
still
with
broke
all of
over
that
here.
happening, and we breaking ourselves. But I talk to so many people that's like, you don't even understand. We ain't even sent nothing to Russia yet. We could take them out in a week. We are
Hmm.
just delirious.
Yeah, we got
The
the best
country,
military in the world. I served. Yeah,
yeah,
We used to have the best military in
Have
the world.
to-
We don't. We no longer got that. You know what I
Half
mean?
of them
So
left when they started the ABC gang stuff in the COVID.
yeah,
Between COVID and the ABC gang, half of the hardcore troopers left.
but listen, man. There's contractors that I talk to and stuff like that. Um, very experienced dudes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um, a lot of people with experience is leaving. They don't want to deal with that situation. You know what I mean? Getting hit up. You know what I'm saying with
right,
that, and they all left. It's depleted, bro.
right.
It's depleted. You know what I'm saying? And people got to realize that. And people got to realize that what the storm that's about to come, you have no idea,
How bad it's
bro.
gonna be.
Listen, people don't pay attention. Let me tell you something. When you get $1 billion company that walks away and live well, multi-billion-dollar company that lives $1 billion of real estate and just leaves it, it's a problem.
Hmm.
Billions of dollars in repo. Okay, the repo's high.
Right.
$1 billion in real estate that people are not paying on their houses. Billions of dollars in rent. Right?
Hmm.
Billions of dollars in wasteful spending. Nobody cares, bro. They
Yeah.
don't. But let me tell you when they're gonna care. When their stomach is to their back and they starving, and when that baby's crying because their stomach is to their back, and then they're gonna wonder why. You see what I'm saying? And
Well,
stuff
I
like
think
that.
it before it even get that bad, it's gonna people gonna be afraid because when it start to get as tight as it's gonna get, the fear in people is gonna drive them mad. And when
Yeah, the fear.
people start seeing the madness that's going on
It's already
because of the
started.
fear and panic,
But it's already started
but
though.
it's not to the point that it's making people afraid yet.
No,
You
it's not
get what
there
I'm
yet.
saying?
It'll be there though. It'll
Oh
be there.
yeah. Oh
It'll be
yeah.
there. So
You gotta understand when I was telling somebody about like, oh, I'm working on the land project. You know what they said to me? Bro, you injured. You recovering. If you get some type of income, you should use it. You should think about yourself and your injury. Like, you not thinking about yourself. You're not thinking about.
for those of you that watch this video or watching this video and watch it on the replay, let me tell you something. Let me tell you what money means to me. Money is a necessity, but it means nothing. You can't eat money. You can't drink money. That means nothing. And it's getting there.
Hmm.
And understand that something that costs $1 today, yesterday price might not be today's price because it might be $2.
Hmm.
And once this happens in January, one thing that costs $1 going into two. And once people start, because they tired of this country, okay, you got to understand that, and they suffering because of the stuff that we doing. So that $1 that turned into two, that $2 thing is going to cost you $4. So you understand how it works. So it used to cost you $1, so now it costs you $4. That's that's what's happening in your own very eyes, and you're not seeing it. And it's gonna be worse, a lot worse. There's a lot of bank runs that nobody on the media is telling you about. A lot of bank
Hmm.
runs. You can see it. You can see the trucking market. The trucking market is collapsing. Uh, import is at a minimal. Export is way lower than normal. So you can understand what's going on. What is the stuff that I'm talking about? Is stuff that I got to keep up with because of the businesses that I'm in. And once I start seeing it affecting me, I know it's real now.
Hmm.
Ain't going. It's gonna be a long while before I can see where. From what I see, I don't think it's anytime soon that we're gonna recoup. from what I
and you
can see.
know that the people come next. It's a trickle down effect, as they always say when they talk about the economic wise. It's a trickle down effect. The real depression slash recession is more people who have money who feeling it right now. Yeah, the poor people is getting more expensive, but poor people are poor. They always grew up just scraping by. But soon, once the rich people finish with their pain, that pain trickles down to the poor people. Like
Yeah,
what
I've
they
seen
say,
the
one more
revenue effect.
stock market drop, they saying, right, and then we should be in the green. And from what history tells us, when the stock market go back full green, oh, the people on the street,
Yeah, they're done
people,
for. They done. This gonna be like the purge, bro. Every day though,
yeah.
every day. You know what I mean? People don't understand that. You know what I mean? Like, hold on, let me see. Let me see something. This is what people gotta understand. Let me see, because I gotta go somewhere else. Because you can't. Google don't give you a lot of information like people think.
Where they hide it behind Google pages. It's like thousands of Google pages
Yeah.
per everything you search. So, oh, wait, where is that thing at? Okay.
Let me see. Okay. There's a thing called freight waves. Okay. If you want to know what's really going on with your economy, let me go to freight waves. Because freight waves don't be lying about stuff. So freight waves. Freight wave news. Right here. News. It's called Freight Waves News. Right here. Let me see. Volume freight down 48%, almost 50%. Import stagnant. Three reasons you won't want to miss the future of supply chains. That means you want to stack up now. Let me see. Borderland exports of Mexico built cargo up 34% in May, and all these brand new trucks are sitting. So far as $175 million in trucks just sitting, of brand new trucks because nobody's buying. Tiger Cool Express seizes operation. That's a place that you see on the boats. I mean, on the trains. You see the on the trains hauling refrigeration from Oregon and Washington State, where they bring a lot of potatoes and strawberries and stuff like that from. Nikola cuts 270 jobs as cash to survive runs low. Nikola's like a Tesla for trucks, and he did some scam thing where he rode the truck off a downhill to make it look like he was running on what you call it, on batteries and solar. So it's just downhill nonstop. Old Dominion laying off workers. It's just look. RXO continues to perform as cycle inflation lingers. It's just nonstop, bro. Bad news. Look, FMCSA issues final guidance to expose illegal brokers because a lot of trucking companies get screwed and stuff like that. Then UPS, USPS, well, UPS, I get them confused. UPS is the brown trucks, and USPS is the
Right.
postal service.
Right.
They are about to have a massive uh, uh, when they go out there, the union. When the union when they protest, they're about to seize operations. You know what I mean? 'Cause they're about to protest and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's all the way bad for people, and people just don't know it.
Right.
And
They
I hate
keeping
to say
people
it,
distracted.
yeah, they're getting people distracted with the information that's coming out. And I hate to say it, bro. Like I was talking to some other people, and my man was like, "Oh man, you need to come on my social media." I'm like, "For what? For what? To tell who? To tell what? They're not gonna listen to it.
Right.
They're not gonna. When you go buy some food, man, go buy. I hate to say it because I don't eat stuff like that. Man, go buy you some beef stew in a can. Buy you two little cans of beef stew in a can. Buy you, you know what I mean, some rice, and just start stacking stuff to the side. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you
Right.
right now. Get you some drums and stuff like that, and put some water in it. You know what I mean? Don't buy that bottled water. Put some food grade drums and put some water in it, because it's gonna get ugly. And they're not showing you that, and I can see it because even food supply. Look at this is what people don't understand. Look at the food supply. What California went through last year? Rain, 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 snow, 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 rain,
Right.
rain, nonstop, right? Guess who else went through that? Oregon and Washington State.
Right.
Where your potatoes come from? Oregon and Washington State. Where your vegetables, your fruits, and all that come from? California. So that land is so saturated with water that the produce ain't gonna grow the way it's supposed to grow this year. It's about at least 40% of the produce is low. Dude, I
Right.
can show you right now. They're selling refrigerator units, reefer units. We call them reefer units. They're selling them for cheaper than a dry box. A dry box is cheaper than a reefer. They're selling reefers cheaper than a dry box because reefer don't have any of those, and they're paying so low that drivers is like, I'm not pulling that low.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They're paying $1.60 a mile to hold a reefer load. That's not even your expenses.
Damn.
$1.60 a mile. A dollar
Damn.
sixty a mile. It's not even your expenses, bro.
So they expect you to just do it at a loss,
Some people will do it at a loss. Some people will do it for free.
just
Um,
to try to break even.
or just try to break even. You know what I'm saying? Or just enough to pay their bills. You have to work like an extra week to cover that, but then your expenses are so high. So if your vehicle, your truck break down, let's say you got to replace the motor on your truck. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let's say you got payments on that sucker. You got to replace the motor. Talking about $40,000 to replace your motor. You talking about 6 to 8 weeks to get your truck back.
Yeah. So how long do they insurance cover engines and stuff?
Well, the warranty is up to 500,000 miles. You know what I mean? Your transmission, I believe, is 600,000 miles because it's automatic and stuff like that. But I have full warranty, but that's even worse because I got brand new equipment. But that's even a worse situation because I have a warranty. They're gonna take longer to fix it
Right.
because they got to do it at a discounted rate.
Right.
So I'm thinking like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get my truck back in 4 to 8 weeks. Nah, I won't have it back for like 90 days sometimes. You know what I mean? They tell me, oh, we low on parts and you know what I mean? Like, cause they ain't getting the
Right.
full amount for the, you know what I mean? I got a truck that been sitting out for like 3 months. Got 80,000 miles on it. It's a brand new truck. You know what I mean? 80,000 is nothing. Usually on average, 500,000 miles is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's half the life of the truck. Usually you get 1 million miles off these trucks. You know what I'm saying? 80,000 miles have been sitting that long. But just because the transmission sleeve broke. They
And they
don't
not
have the
getting
part.
paid enough to put it
They don't
up.
have the part. Supposedly they don't have the part. Supposedly. But here you go, right? So let's say if you bought the truck, right? About $150,000 truck. How much do you think your payment's gonna be on a $150,000 truck? $3,500 a month.
How long? You 7 years?
No, 5 years.
How, 5 years?
Hmm. So you pay for this truck. Luckily for me, I don't pay insurance because I'm self-insured. So you gotta have $1 million plus $1 million bond and get your own insurance and stuff like that. Do your paperwork for your own insurance. Imagine I was paying insurance $1,500, $2,000 a month. It's about $5,000 or $5,500 a month for something that's not making you no money.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's part of business. It's part of
Yeah,
business.
that's crazy. I mean, especially since you had no control over what the economy going through.
Nope. And what people don't realize is that uh, these we see it first, and once you start getting people like, well, I'll show you right now, they got a 2018 truck right now for sale for $32,000. A $60,000 truck, dog, for 32,000.
Was it? You mean it's currently should be worth 60,000?
Yeah, selling for $32,000 just to dump it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Hopefully, people open their eyes, bro. Hopefully, people watch videos that'll help them and stuff like that.
Well, I think I hear more and more people talking about this type of stuff. What I'm
This
hoping is that
this is a good investment
oh,
right
those are
here.
those sealer
Mylar
bags.
bags, Mylar bag.
Yeah.
This is one of the best investments you will make right here. Carbon water filters.
Oh, okay. I got. Hold on. Snap. I can't get to anything important because of my back, but
Nah, just
I
you
I do
need
got
you
this
got a drum.
project I was
You need
working
a water
on
pump for your drum.
that didn't come out perfectly, but it came out nonetheless. This is just a small portion.
Yeah, yeah. I got
I cooked some Mrs. Refried beans, dehydrated refried beans. So I took
dehydrated refried beans.
yeah, not or what is it called? What's the other one called? Yeah, dehydrated. Is that the one you be putting
Dehydrators.
them?
Yeah.
Is it?
I got the little
Okay.
ones. I got the big ones. Um, those are the obviously these are the travel ones, and also got you know air absorbers.
And then this,
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I'm telling you,
that's
man.
the life straw. So if people
Yeah.
watching, man, make sure y'all go stock up on these type of things that we pre-warning y'all about.
Please, 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 please. Listen, I'm not sure. I think canned goods, some canned goods got pork in them. I'm not sure.
Right.
I believe that they do, but they name it something different. Just get you some canned goods. Okay. Check up the names. It's gonna have some names that you never heard of. Just check it up. Make sure I don't got no pork in it. But just buy you some canned goods. Okay. Whatever you can, just add a little extra.
Yeah.
Don't get stuff that goes
Yeah.
in the freezer and all that stuff because I don't think
You
we
can
have that
lose
much.
power.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you
You
could,
can get
if
a
you
generator,
could,
but it can only last so long.
if you could afford to sell them up, this is like the best option. And then, like he was saying, if you could get, these are pinto beans, but I also got like rice and other things in bigger
Yeah.
bags sealed up.
Yeah, that's the travel bag. These right here, this big thing of Mylar, I think this costs like $10. The
Yeah.
other one with the different size one, I think that costs like $10 too. You get them cheap as hell. You get them
And
on
you could get a
Amazon.
vacuum sealer for like 40, 50
50
bucks on
bucks. Yeah, you could
Amazon.
get a vacuum sealer. You
Yeah.
could do vacuum seal
And
too.
then that
Vacuum
way
sealers
you
ain't just for what you call it. You know what I mean? They're not just for me. It's not just for me. It's for
right.
everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Because I mean you pack this stuff up, like some of the stuff I got better packed. I didn't even some of the stuff I got better packed than this is good for 20, 30 years. I
yeah,
mean, you
everything I got
put
is like
something away.
20, 30 years. Yeah, everything I got.
Yeah,
I got collard greens in the can. You know what I mean? Like certain things I'm having in the can. You know what I mean? Like collard greens and
right,
stuff that I like to eat. You know what I mean?
right.
So it ain't gonna be the best food for you, but better to have something than nothing.
Yeah, truthfully. I mean, and to be honest, the stuff you most likely, if you just buy regular rice and some regular beans and some a little bit of canned goods, some vegetables in a can or some meat in a can, you probably eating better than you eating
Yeah,
anyways.
at the
Going to
store anyway.
McDonald's, going to Burger
Yeah, to
King,
be honest with you,
going out. Yeah, you gonna be eating better than
that
you
canned
been
food is
eating.
probably better than McDonald's for real, for real.
Yeah,
So I just hope people. I hope people stop getting caught up with these shenanigans, man, and start seeing what's going on and all that stuff. For
before
those of
it's
you who do,
too late.
yeah, before it's too late, and for those of you that do celebrate, you know, Father's Day, Happy Father's Day to y'all, because I don't celebrate that stuff, so that's pagan. So,
Yeah, me neither. I
um,
don't celebrate it. Ain't today Juneteenth though? I don't
yeah,
really celebrate
well,
that.
that's
I
pagan.
didn't really even know about that until I came to Houston. To be honest, in Detroit, they didn't really teach us Juneteenth.
Well, New York they teach us that, but it's pagan though. All that stuff, Puerto Rican Day, that's pagan. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that's pagan stuff. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
you really should celebrate it. It was my born day, bro, and I ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I don't
No, I
celebrate it.
definitely get that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't celebrate that stuff. Man, what is going on with? Yeah, it's I don't celebrate that stuff. Why does it keep
Yeah,
telling
we
me to
got a
reset?
celebration every. You know what's pretty cool though? Me and one of my ox, my one of the brews I know that I'm real close to. His name is Nicole. Uh, we both got baptized on the same day. So like, it was a crazy story because I told him it was right before I was 30 and I was minister and he was like under me and stuff. But I told him, I said, I don't know who gonna baptize me, but God telling me I'm gonna get baptized. And this is like I'm like 28, right? When I told him this. I'm like, but I got a feeling it's gonna be on my 30th birthday. So we ended up meeting Payam and all of that, like that same year, right? And then like
Payam is a good brother.
literally like 3 years before, 3 weeks before I turned 30, Payam asked me. He said, "Yeah, I want to. We're gonna do baptisms on the 5th of April, which is my the day I was born." He was like,
Born
"Well,
day.
you, I want to put you under. I think you ready for it, right?" So it was pretty cool because I got baptized first, and then my brew, Yacole, he was the first person I baptized because he wanted me to take part in it since I was ministering to him and teaching to him at the time. So we shared the same birthday because that's our new birthday. It's
Born
not
day. Born day.
my
Born day.
old,
Born
yeah.
day.
Well, it's not my. I wasn't. Yeah, I was born again. Yeah, we share our
Born day.
new,
Born day. Not
yeah,
born again. Born day.
reborn day.
Yeah. Reborn day. Because people say birth, and that's not true because you're not the one giving birth. And uh, so it's reborn or born day. You know what I mean? That's a nasty
Yeah,
habit because we take day the way they use their words. You know what I mean? But it's born day. We use because we so used to talk in English. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And stuff like that. But they never had like in Hebrew. They never had birthday or birth. You see what I'm
yeah.
saying?
No,
As
we didn't
day.
have. We
They call
To
it
be
Labor
honest,
Day for the woman having labor and stuff like
yeah,
that.
No, the only time they speak of birthdays in the Bible is when a pagan was doing it, and
Yeah, when the Pagans
90%
was
of the
doing it.
time
Yeah,
we were being killed at those events, like John the
yeah,
Baptist, or
yeah. We was being persecuted during that
yeah,
time.
on the birth, like the woman with the seven sons
Yeah.
that was on her birthday. Yeah, so the kings got birthday started a celebration to so-called gods to themselves.
Hmm.
Like Mother's Day, Father's Day, all of that started from gods, and then they celebrated themselves like birthdays, and then those that derived down to
So
kings
kings
who
and stuff like that.
considered
Yeah.
themselves gods because of their power, and they kept it in order. And then before you know it, it became like a world-renowned custom that everybody, like not everybody, but a lot of people,
A lot of people. Yeah.
and that's
You
part of the trick because they make you feel like something important should happen on that day. So when it don't, it makes you disappointed. It's a gateway to the spirit. I always
That's
tell
yeah.
people, bro, we gotta most of the high holy days of the Most High fall on the Sabbath. Most of them throughout the year, and every Sabbath day is a holy day. Every Sabbath day is a day to rest and be celebrated. Not just rest, but rest and be celebrated. You stock
Yeah.
up
Even if
before
you
the
go,
Sabbath, you get the food cooked before the Sabbath, and then you just celebrate. You get to rest and kick it. It says no servile labor. It don't say you can't do anything. You
yeah.
can't work for nobody. That's why Christ says, if you lost your sheep, would you not go out and get exactly? Because you still got to do what you got to do, but
Man,
you
you know
can't
the
go do
Sabbath for
no
me, man.
servile work.
Good luck trying to get in touch with it on the Sabbath for me. You already know. Well, I talk to
Yeah,
people on the phone, you know what I'm saying? But good luck
yeah.
trying to have me do something on the Sabbath. I don't do nothing on the Sabbath. I take the Sabbath seriously. You hear me?
Well, I do too, but like Christ says, is it wrong to do good on the Sabbath? So if somebody in need, I would like I'll be strict. Like I'm not going to pick you up nothing from the store, but like you need me
Well,
to
I park
take
my
you
trucks too.
somewhere it's an emergency or something like not now because of course my back injured, but before my back was since my back been injured, I ain't been able to do anything
Yeah,
very much.
I, I
But
park my trucks too though on the Sabbath.
on the Sabbath,
Yeah,
yeah,
so nobody call me saying that the truck broke down or you know what I mean. They need, you know what I
yeah,
mean. So I don't do nothing on this because no.
yeah. That's great though, because that makes so then you don't have to break none of the
Yeah,
laws. You get to
break
take
none
the
of those.
day like it's supposed to. But I'm saying, like, some people think you're supposed to just sit in the closet all Sabbath because it's a Sabbath. It's not. The Sabbath is a relaxed day, a celebration day.
It's
Actually, you
celebration
would
day
be with your
basically.
family, your friends.
Yeah,
What's weird
I mean
is
you can still do stuff.
it's already the national party day. We just literally uh, party to Satan instead of God. Like literally, everybody go party Saturday night
Yeah,
and
you
the
could.
party should be at home with their family because they eating Sabbath dinner. Like that should be the party, not at the
Yeah, you could.
club talk.
Yeah, like if you're on social media, you could. That's not considered spending money if you donating whatever. You just can't go to a store and stuff like that. That's what it mean by it. You're not supposed to work for your money.
Yeah.
That's
You're
all it
not
means.
no servitile labor and you
Yeah,
can't go spend money. That's pretty
but you
much it.
can
You gotta get
donate.
your
That's not sinful. If you
oh
see an
yeah, no.
Israelite on the Sabbath on, you can donate. That's not sinful.
Well, you like Christ says, is it wrong to do good on the Sabbath? If you
Yeah,
helping
you're doing good.
somebody, if
Yeah,
somebody in need, like
and
would
you
it be
donating.
wronger for you not to help them? Do you think
Yeah,
God would want you not to help them because it was the Sabbath or help them out because they
yeah.
needed
So
it? You get what I'm saying? So
it's not like you bounded to something and you can't move or do nothing. So it's not like that.
right.
It's saying like going to a store, you actually
Hmm.
working your labor for money on that day and stuff like that. No, that's what it means. But if you
Exactly.
donating, you could do that. There's stuff that you can do that's not unlawful to the Sabbath.
Exactly. It like they make it. I only brought said it like that because sometimes it's made to be like a downer day that you can't do nothing when it's really a celebration day. All the Sabbaths are holy days, high holy days, which holy is synonymous with holly, which is what
Yeah,
we celebrate for pagan days. These are the real celebration days that we had. That's why I always say Why
I
would
mean,
they
you could.
need to create a new day and we got a Sabbath every year? Imagine if
Uh,
families actually came together on the Sabbath, got they shopping done before time, sat down, for Sabbath dinner and enjoyed themselves. Families would be closer.
yeah, you could drink. You can even drink on the Sabbath, but in
Oh
moderation.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It's got to
yeah.
be in moderation. It's not. It's not no restricted thing that where you can't do nothing. Like I never heard that before.
Well,
'Cause there's some people I
people
do that
kind of
do be
make it.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
do. I do see some people that do be acting like that
What
though. Like,
John Boy call him? You know who John Boy is?
nah, I don't
The
know.
rapper. He call
Nah.
him Super Bruce.
Oh, Super Bruce. I call him Super Bruce too.
He got a song called Super Bruce, man. He came out with it about 8 years ago. That dude, John
That's a good
Boy,
one. Super Bruce.
Super
That's a good one.
Bruce.
We're not perfect. Okay, we're not perfect. Uh, we try not to sin and all that stuff. We're not perfect. You don't have to be this tightwad. You still can live life and still can have conversations and still
hmm
talk to other people and all that stuff. It's not that serious. It's really not.
I think for a lot of times it's a lack of understanding. Like I was telling somebody yesterday that about that part in the Bible where it says that be all things to all men if by any means you could save a few. So
Yeah,
like to the lawful be under the law. To those not under the law, be not under the law. Not under the law to Christ and God, but not under the law to them. Pretty much don't be overbearing so that everybody could gain and learn the word of God. Be everything to everybody. If you could
I
gain just a few people to bring them to God.
I do think that that's a problem with some camps that they're not so open with it. You know what I'm saying? Like they like,
Right.
so you gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think that's a problem with people and stuff like that. That's why I told you like um, once you get used to the ways and all that, it's really you still living the regular life that you was living. You just ain't celebrating the pagan holidays. You're
And
still living
you
a
got
regular life.
you just got morals.
Yeah,
We're moral, to be honest, like there's a lot of us moralists because what happens is things that happen to us become normal. So when they happen to other people, it's not damn well. What? That happened to me. He should have been, or hey, that happened to me. She should have been. You get what I'm saying? We become moralists, where the Bible give us back those guidelines of how to have morals, how to honor each other, how to respect each other, how to care for each other. That's really what it's doing, is bringing us back in order. Like, because we've lost some of our morality through being in this country. We took on a lot of the Gentiles' behavior, like
yeah,
gangs
we did.
is something Gentiles created. The violence towards each other was something the Gentiles had been doing for their entire lives. You get what I'm saying? Now we inherited some of their worst traits.
What'd you like to people that be like with the weed thing? You know what I'm saying? No, you're not supposed to smoke weed because it's a herb. Weed is not made to smoke. It's made to congest with food. It's not made to smoke. But tobacco is a different thing. I don't see nothing about tobacco.
But
But you're
tobacco
supposed
is
to
a
take care of
herb
your
too.
temple, your body. No, tobacco's not a herb. No, you don't cook with tobacco, but you can cook with weed. Weed is actually medicine. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but just because you can cook with it, don't mean that that's what it has to do. Was the only use for it. You
No, it's
know what
used for
I'm saying?
multiple things. No.
Yeah.
It's used for multiple things.
Like the coca leaf is a herb, but they use
He
it to
said
make
we get
cocaine.
our morals back at Isaiah. Yeah, Isaiah 1:18. You're right. Yeah.
Oh, I've been missing the chat. We get our morals back at Isaiah
No, only
118.
one person
Yeah,
chatted. You know, most people just listen and then they go in the chat afterwards. You know what I mean? They'll comment.
yeah,
Most people
yeah.
just listen. But yeah, it's uh, don't be a tightwad when you bring in your family to the truth. Don't be like I'm not dealing with my family because they're not in the truth. You know what I mean? Like just don't.
Well, that's what happens. What happens is too many times we put our own opinions into the Bible instead of just listening to what the Bible says. We want to overdo it. Oh, it says this, so that means this, that, and the other, and it don't say that. So we can't. Like the Bible says, you can't add to it. You can't take away from it. Just let it be what it is. What they say about the Gentiles in Romans, was it Romans or
Oh,
was it Acts? It was Acts, where he says why would we put a burden on them that we ourselves haven't been able to carry? When they were talking about making the Gentiles keep the entirety of the law,
yeah.
he said, why would we put a burden on these people that we ourselves haven't been able to carry? And that's
Yeah.
kind of what it is. If our ancestors who grew up much closer under the law and understand it was their culture, and we're trying to come back to our culture. This was how they grew up. These were their everyday laws. If they were having trouble carrying that burden, then we ourselves 2000 years later cannot add on to things that they didn't even have to carry.
Yeah. Uh,
You
because
that's
yeah, you're right. You know what I mean? It just, we just got to get off of that high horse and not egos. Um, it's not going to get us nowhere. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, if people really read the Bible, they'll be prepping too.
oh yeah.
You know
Christ
what I'm
said a
saying?
good homeowner would have kept watch and would have not suffered his house to be broken into.
Yeah. So, you know, it's neither here or there, but it is
He
what it is.
also says that all those who endure to the end, the same shall be called saved. So people want
Yeah,
to
the same
know
as
how
we're
you
gonna say.
make it. Endure. Survive, right?
Yeah, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. I just seen one of them Amazon electric trucks pass by. Why does it keep saying
Yeah.
this application? Yeah, you've been in that position for a while. You
Well, I
want to
done
switch it
popped
up
up.
so you can be able to go
I
live again?
I popped up and
Later.
moved. But yeah, we probably do need this, so we could probably hop back on tomorrow because I only got 13% on my battery left.
Yeah,
I
yeah, I
gotta
always charge
do
my phone up when you tell me a time because we be like boom, 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 boom. Like we don't stick to one thing,
but
which we shouldn't.
my phone on its last leg, bro. Like it could be full charge and it dropped down to 20% in like an hour.
Uh,
Like my
an
phone
hour.
been
Oh
on,
yeah,
yeah, it's on its last leg. The battery been going out for a while, but God is good. He still got it running.
man. Dog, let me go grab that phone from you, bro. Go put a battery in it, bro.
What the thing is, for the cost to get a battery, I could literally just get a new Galaxy and a new Galaxy Note, but I just didn't want. I
Yeah, well,
like this phone, and I'd rather wait until I'm more financially stable so I could choose whatever I actually want next. I was thinking about getting a blockchain phone,
uh,
because the blockchain phones are locked, they satellite operated, they pretty much walkie talkies,
they
but
expensive as
built
hell
into a
though
phone.
per minute.
Yeah, they
You know what I mean? They charge you
they
per
are.
minute on them. So that's the thing about them.
Well, to see the thing is that what I was thinking was getting them for me, my wife, and some of the closer people to me. Because if you get them all and they all are connected to each other, not by like you could go into my information, I could go into yours, but meaning they're under whatever same box, it's free to talk to each other. It's like having an iPhone.
Oh, if you're in the same contract, yeah. If you're
Well,
under the
not
same
a
contract.
contract because like on the satellite on the blockchain phones you still got to go through AT&T and all of that, but just by buying a blockchain you get to like list your phone in a group between other blockchain people
Oh, between all the blockchains, yeah.
in which you will be able to operate your phone. My neighbor and his son got it upstairs. That's how I fought. Like he had it mailed to my house. I picked it up for him and he let me check it out. It was something else. I was like,
Who
oh,
started
this next
AT&T?
level. um it's just a blockchain phone, but I can't remember what internet he got it under. Like it would work without the internet, but he wouldn't be able to call regular people. He would only be able to talk to his son. You know what I'm saying? Like without
Yeah, but
being signed to
who's the maker? Alltel?
it. Hold on, let me see.
Well, we could talk about that behind the scenes.
Lost you. Say that again, bro.
We could talk about that behind the scenes.
Oh yeah. Matter of fact, yeah, we'll talk about that. And maybe I'll show some pictures and talk about it more in depth
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
on the
We could
next
call it a
live
wrap
stream.
because if you stay doing this tomorrow, you'd be like, nah, dog.
I'll be stuck in the bed.
Yeah, you'd be stuck in the bed.
But this is kind of what I really needed to do was right here. Like I'll be having to flip sides. I was just on that side for far too long. But yeah, we could pick it back up, man.
Yeah, and then tomorrow we do it
Tomorrow.
where we could show the videos and everything that's going on, the news
Ah,
clippings and
yeah,
everything, and all that.
absolutely.
Because it'll be on your computer, and I could send it to you, and we could set up for it and all that stuff, so people could learn a little bit more how to look further towards the future instead of being back of the bus. You know what I mean? You be
Right,
sitting in
we
the
can
front of the
even
bus.
go to websites and I
Yeah, show
might
people.
start trying to if once you show me how to do the Amazon link thing, I might link some of that stuff to my page, those zip
Oh,
seal
the
bags.
Amazon links. Yeah, I sure how to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
You ready to do it?
Uh, yeah, I mean, I'm ready to learn the information.
All right,
Uh,
I got you. We'll make it happen.
okay.
We'll
All
make it happen
right.
this week.
So, absolutely.
All right.
Okay.
Shalom and Barakatah. Much love and peace and love to all of y'all. Please, please, please prepare yourself. Better to have it and not need it and not have it. Shalom
Absolutely.
and Barakatah.
Shalom Barakatah. Kaula Hayabah Shimmy Shire one last time, y'all. Have a blessed one.